Fuck the fear, I'm in top gear, I'm going in. Fuck the fear, my vision clear, I'm going in. Fuck these niggas and these bitches, I'm going in. Fuck these other bitch ass niggas, I'm going in. Fuck your hate and the musicians, I'm going in. Fuck the worries and hesitation, I'm going in. Fuck all the procrastination, I'm going in. And fuck it bro, I crave elevation, I'm going in.
Yo guys, what's up? Right now I just want to share with you guys some things that I've come to a realization in the past few weeks. I just felt like I had shares with y'all. Like I didn't want to just be like everyone else who was gonna write a status or whatever. So I thought I should actually make a video about it. I want to talk to you guys about how these three things that our generation nowadays is highlighted, particularly in my age group of like late 90s, early 2000 kids, the things that we have overemphasized. I want to think of hustle hard, do the most, go all out all day, every day, work hard. This thing of doing too much and wanting too much is as simple as that. I just want to talk to you guys about how overrated that stuff is. Because at the end of the day, what I've realized, especially this year, in this chaotic, disastrous kind of we've been experiencing this year, I just wanted to let you guys know that, in all truth, this whole thing of trying to do too much to get to a certain level that we want to achieve, I don't know whether it's your goals or whether it's, chasing fame or whatever it is that you want, even if it's say materialistic stuff or love or anything, even inner peace. Honestly, even those of us that want peace and just anything, I've realized whatever it is that you want in life, it's okay to want stuff. It's okay to yearn for it. It's okay to have the desire, but it's a bad thing. It becomes a bad thing when you try too hard or you want it too much, because you have to ask yourself, and these are things that I actually meditate on and think about almost every single day. Why do you want that stuff that badly? Why are you putting yourself under that much pressure? When in truth, this whole thing called life, whatever aspect you want to look at it, this whole thing is about the journey. It's not just about the destination. So it's important for you guys to understand that you have to be patient and you have to take things step by step, and you have to just keep things simple, honestly. Because at the end of the day, let me make, for example, and this is a very important example that I've been that's been on my mind for a long time, especially in my era, my age mates. And some of you who are watching this know yourselves, because I know you personally. So I just want to let you, let me say, for example, love. Nowadays, what I hate the most is that nowadays people make it seem like it's the most important thing in the world to be in a relationship and to be, how can I say this, to be in a relationship, to be in love. Yet you guys need to ask yourselves this: why do you want that so badly? Why can't you learn to love yourself first? Appreciate yourself first. Appreciate time to yourself and stuff like that. Why do you need to feed off of someone else? You need to ask yourself that question. Why is it so important for you to be in a relo before you know how to be single? I'm not saying it's a bad thing to want love. It's a very, love is beautiful, okay? Love is one of the most beautiful things that has been bestowed upon us. But at the same time, you have to ask yourself, why should you feed off someone else? Like, why should your happiness depend on how someone else makes you feel rather than how you make yourself feel? You need to ask yourself that question. What do you truly feel about yourself if you don't even know how to appreciate yourself first before you wait for someone else to appreciate you? Ask yourself that question. Just ask yourself that question. So yeah, that's what I'm basically talking about in this video. Like, this is stuff like I've just been thinking about a lot. I just haven't had the time to, express it and stuff like that. Even just writing a status or whatever, but I'm not the type that likes doing this. I don't like doing that, guys. Like, one thing you should know, I do not like, I don't know, whenever I'm feeling heavily about something, I would rather just say it. Like, I don't know, even call one of my close friends who I usually have a chats with and just say out because I don't like typing. No, that doesn't feel as authentic as actually saying these words. So yeah. And another thing with wanting too much or trying too hard is that you eventually burn yourself out. Now, let's shift from love to goals for a second and tell you why this whole thing of, I don't know, say you want to be successful in life, you want to have a lot of like money, and you want all the success, and you want to accumulate high levels of wealth so you can afford a fancy lifestyle, a fancy house, a fancy car, a fancy this. You gotta ask yourself, especially in my generation, like, I'm sorry for signaling out my generation and my age mates, but truth be told, let me be honest. We have this problem. I used to have this problem too. But we have this particular problem where we want this success, not necessarily for the generational wealth that it will bring, not just ourselves, but our kids and our kids' kids, and probably even help out our parents, our grandparents, our family, close friends that mean a lot to us. I think the problem is we don't emphasize that as much as we emphasize having a big house, a nice car, or going on holiday trips, or when truth be told, none of that stuff is ever gonna buy you happiness at all. Doesn't matter how much you want to make in life. It doesn't matter whether you want to be Bill Gates. It doesn't matter whether you want to be Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Warren Buffett, Robert Kiyosaki, whoever it is that has made billions and billions. It doesn't matter if you want to be that person. If you're not doing those, like, if you don't have those aspirations for the right reasons, then all because you want a fancy life for yourself, you need to ask yourself, is it worth it? Because the thing is, what I've learned to appreciate is this word called simplicity, just keeping life simple. It doesn't need to be all extravagant, because I'm not saying it's a bad thing to want certain things. I'm saying it's a bad thing for you to feel like those things are gonna ultimately buy you satisfaction, because they're not. They really are not. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter how bad you want that stuff. It's not gonna buy you satisfaction and happiness at the end of the day. I don't think. Cause I was talking to one of my homeboys yesterday. I think we were having this conversation. He was also saying the same thing about, like, he said something about, why do you think all these celebrities, there are celebrities out here who have accumulated all this wealth, who have made all these riches, all the success, but at the same time, they've gone on to commit suicide. They have troubled relations with, whether it's their friends or it's their loved ones, or you get what I'm saying. So this whole thing of, I don't know, this whole thing of wanting all this wealth and even fame as well, for all these reasons, for accumulating a materialistic and extravagant lifestyle, is so bad, because you end up forgetting what really matters here. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether you have, like, say, Let me see this. Let me see. Doesn't matter whether you have a VW Golf or a Bentley Continental. It doesn't matter whether you have a Toyota Yaris or a Lexus LX. It doesn't matter whether you have a Mini Cooper or a BMW 7 Series. It doesn't matter whether you live at a cottage or a Mikuku or a billion-dollar mansion or the White House. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter whether you are on a bicycle or a 500 horsepower chopper. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to get to your destination, which is all that matters, the journey. It's not about it's not about I don't know, how can I say it? It's not about how much you have to get there. It's about getting there. And I used cars and motoring as an example because I'm a very huge enthusiast when it comes to cars. And motoring, but mostly cars. Let me just, So I wanted to use that as an example. And now moving on from love and success, and I'm also going to go to peace. Nowadays, what I've seen in my generation, I've seen in my generation that a lot of us have this tendency of and you guys need to stop. Because if you don't stop, I'm going to hunt you down. And I'm going to slap you in the face. And I'm going to stick your face right in the freezer so that your lips can be glued together so you can shut up. Nowadays, our generation has this thing of, we need to find some peace. I rather cut people off quickly, instantly, all because I want a peace of mind. I want a peaceful life. I want an easy... No, look, I'm a peaceful person, but you guys need to understand that there's no such thing as total peace. It doesn't matter how hard you try to cut people off. It doesn't matter how hard you try to make a simpler life for yourself. The fact of the matter is, the older that you get, life is just gonna get more hectic. There are gonna be those moments where you lose your sanity, or where you feel I don't know, how can I say this? Where you feel you can't control even your own emotions or your own head. So this thing of trying to delete, it doesn't really work most of the time. It really doesn't. Okay, yes, it does to an extent. It really does, but it's over the long run, you're gonna realize that it doesn't matter how hard you try to run away from certain things or certain people. In my opinion, one way or the other, they always come back. So the best thing for you to do, yes, distance yourself from people that make you feel down, those toxic people in your life and stuff like that, yes. But to try to delete them, cut them off, block them on all your socials or your WhatsApps or your phone calls, I think that's too drastic. Or try to say you and your friends had an argument or falling out. Say you and your partner, y'all were just not, I don't know, y'all had a fallout or something and y'all want to break up. No, fam. I think the best thing to do in wanting peace, is for you to just try to have some backbone and try to solve the issues that you have with the people around you, or try to make the most of whatever situation that is eating you alive. It's not about trying to run away from it, because running away sometimes actually makes it worse, because now you never really had the chance to clear up all that tension, or you never had the chance to air out your frustrations or stuff. So you're just, I don't know, trying too hard to make peace within your life by deleting certain things and certain people is not necessarily the best answer, or sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you just have to deal with stuff. You have to, be a man or be a lady and get up and deal with stuff. Deal with this person. Tell them, what is it that's bothering you? What is it, that you're have got complicated, that's causing so much confliction, that you need to get up and just say, look, this is how I feel, 1, 2, 3, and then talk it out or whatever. But you have to solve your problems. You don't run away from them. If anything, running away from your problems actually heightens the problems. It makes it worse. So at the end of the day, you can run all the way to Mount Kilimanjaro and back. But if you come back from Mount Kilimanjaro, all your problems will be bigger than that mother lover or up there. So, just solve your problems. Don't try to delete people or certain things with relative ease. When you have problems, you gotta make them feel heard, and then you can assess the situation first, then ask yourself if it's worth it. You see, so I'm just saying, guys, don't be so quick to delete just for the peace. That never works. And what else is it that people want too much but seem to not understand the proper values? I don't know. Well, there's not much. That's basically about it, guys. Like, that's basically the video I wanted to just share with you guys. How important it is not to want stuff too much, because at the end of the day, you just gotta appreciate every single aspect of life as it is right now. You have to be content with it. And not only that, but take each and every day as it is. Because truth be told, what I've realized throughout this whole year and throughout this whole pandemic and throughout everything that's gone on in 2020, I've realized that it's important to just, learn, try to deal with situations, everyday life, in a better way. Find better ways, better habits, better routines. Yeah, that's what I've learned. But most of all, what this video was basically about was how you should not want too much and try too much for some things. And another thing, last thing, just the last important reason why you shouldn't want too much, is that you can still get there while it's doing less. Let me try to explain what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, it doesn't matter how hard you try to, find love, achieve your goals, get success, and even get fame. Even fame is one of them. It doesn't matter how badly you want certain things, but you need to know that even these microscopic steps that you take each and every day, just, even these little steps, they'll get you there. That's the biggest reason. So there's no point in exhausting yourself and burning yourself out without realizing that even the smallest steps can get you there eventually. So what I'm basically saying, guys, is that whatever it is that you want out of life, whether it's success, whether it's love, whether it's money, whether it's riches, okay, that's money and success, sorry, or whether it's peace, whatever it is in life that you want, you need to have some patience, and you need to be grateful for where you're at now and what you have now. So, I'm basically just trying to say, guys, there's nothing wrong with wanting stuff, but if you find yourself wanting stuff too much, you gotta ask yourself, is it for the right reasons? Just think about it. So, guys, what I'm basically saying is, keep things simple, keep things solid, keep things legit, is all I'm trying to say to you guys. So, yeah. And yeah, so basically that's just the video. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted you guys to know that it's important for you guys to just ease up. Yeah. All right, I'm signing out.